Welcome to the 5th annual Snuffy's Christmas Special.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. He's riding on a horse. Let every shrimp and scallop be dished out from a gallop. At Snuffy's, that's our thing. In Yelp reviews, we're king. And heaven and nature sing.
Season's greetings and welcome to the 5th annual Snuffy's Christmas Special. Every year, our oldest and dearest show sponsor, Snuffy's, underwrites our Christmas episode and frequently makes large editorial decisions without consulting me. Folks, we've got a great show for you. Sketch comedy, musical numbers, foreigners, random gunfire, and good old wholesome Yuletide fun. Quick word of warning, this year the cast played fast and loose with the F word. So if that bothers you, I don't know, maybe the internet isn't your thing. Also, this year's Christmas special is even more rife with existentialism than normal. Parents, so if you don't want to have any awkward conversations with your kiddo, maybe make them go read a book, or whittle, or something. But then afterwards, take them on down to Snuffy's off Route 44, a classic American diner which promises good fun, good food, and low prices. And where the waiters and waitresses take your order and deliver it to you while riding a horse. Merry Christmas, and on with the show!
Hey, son, can I ask you a favor?
Sure, Dad, what's up?
I know you and your brother get competitive around Christmas, but if it comes to it, just let him have the win this time, okay? Between the breakup and getting downsized, it's been a rough year for Timothy.
Dad, come on, we're in our upper 30s. We're not going to get competitive with each other.
I'm sure. But I just know he's been going through Christmas cards from his friends and all the great things they've been up to, and I think he's feeling a little insecure. So, just in case, all right? Let's just all be very supportive of Timothy, okay?
Sure, Dad. Yeah, of course. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, son. Merry Christmas. Everybody, it's time for presents. Tim, you want to play Santa this year?
Yeah, Tim, why don't you pass out the presents?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to pass the fuck out of these presents. Faster and stronger than Marty, that's for sure.
You got this, Tim.
Mom, here's one for you. Dad, one of yours. And this looks like a present for me.
Hope you enjoy the gift this year, Tim. Sarah made it, but I guess you could say I helped.
Your fiancée Sarah made me a joke mug?
No.
But it says world's best uncle. I don't have any nieces or nephews.
Oh my God. A coffee mug that says world's best grandma?
I don't drink coffee because of hypertension, but it looks like your fiancé gave me a Brita filter and wrote, "We're having a baby" on it. Son, is this water purifier accurate?
It sure is, Dad.
We're gonna be grandparents!
Son, Merry Christmas. This is the best gift you could possibly have ever...
I am also pregnant.
What, honey?
I'm pregnant too.
Oh, well, congratulations, Tim.
Tim, you're a dude.
Yeah, I went to an experimental fertility clinic in Honduras and they surgically installed a womb. That's why I've put on weight. I'm not fat. I'm pregnant. And that means I deserve just as much praise and attention as you, Marty. Probably more. Definitely more.
Bullshit. You don't even own a passport, Tim.
Marty.
I have a secret spy passport that you don't know about.
Everyone's happy. Happy. Merry Christmas, everyone. Marty, when's your baby due?
The doctor says late July.
Oh, that's cool, Marty. Cool. Yeah, I'm squeezing mine out in May, which is a full 2 months ahead of you, little brother. So I guess I'm the one turning mom and dad into grandparents.
Tim, I am sorry you had a tough year, but this is bonkers. You are not pregnant.
Marty, everything's going great for you. You're engaged and having a baby. Let's just all be supportive of Tim right now.
Okay, fine. Tim, Congratulations on your baby. Who's the other parent?
Oh, it's Sarah.
My fiancé?
Yeah, Marty, it looks like you're not the only son who got engaged to Sarah this year.
You're not engaged to Sarah. I am.
Then why do I have all these wedding presents?
Those are Christmas presents.
No, they're wedding presents, see?
You just scribbled out my name and wrote wedding, which doesn't even make any sense. It says to wedding from Dad.
Dad, do you want to be the best man at my wedding with Sarah?
I'd be honored, Tim.
Tim, for Christ's sakes, can you just make up the name of some other woman for us to pretend you're marrying? Like Becky. How about Becky?
Marty, don't be snide.
How big's your baby, bro?
What?
Your baby. How big is your baby?
I don't know, Tim. It's 6 weeks old. 5 ounces? I don't know how much zygotes weigh.
Oh, that's cool. My baby weighs 10 pounds. It's a fucking huge baby. Way bigger than your piddly little fetus, Marty.
That is very impressive, Tim. It sounds like a magnificently large baby.
Yeah, the fetus technician said it's the biggest baby he's ever seen. Like, the governor called to congratulate me. It was crazy.
Wow, that's amazing, son. Well, we certainly have 2 very impressive sons, don't we?
We are very proud of our boys.
Hey, Marty, what color is your baby?
What? She's white. Sarah and I are both white, and it's our baby, so ipso facto.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're having a little girl.
Kinda seems racist, bro. Really leaning into the vanilla.
Yeah, honestly, Marty, it does seem a little racist.
Right?
Well, what's your baby?
Dothraki.
Now, everybody, hold on. We're having a happy Christmas. We don't need to fight or argue. Maybe Timothy's baby is more diverse and Marty's baby is white, but could also be gay. How's that sound? You both have very special babies.
She's not gay.
Whoa.
You know what I mean. We're in the first trimester. We have no idea what her sexual orientation is.
Well, gay, straight, or whatever, I know your little daughter is going to have a very loving uncle. Right, Timothy?
Oh, yeah, I'll love her way more than any of you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying I'm going to love Marty's baby daughter with more vibrancy and aplomb than anyone else in this anemic, waspy excuse for a family.
Oh, well, hold on there. A grandparent's love is...
Yeah, I'm sure you'll provide adequate, non-caffeinated, geriatric affection and weird old-timey candy. I'm just saying I am the most loving, and I'm going to knock uncling out of the goddamn park.
Tim, honey, love isn't a contest.
That's good, because you would lose that contest.
You know what? Screw you, Tim. Your mom's pregnant.
What?
Yeah, that's right, Barbara. I wrote the governor and I got your mom's menopause revoked. Now she's pregnant.
I am?
You know what? And in fact, she's double pregnant.
What does double pregnant mean?
And we're actually going to like this kid.
What did I do?
I don't want to be pregnant.
Well, that's too damn bad, Barbara, because you're preggo and we live in Texas.
You know what, Howard? Screw you. You're pregnant.
God damn it!
That's right. Your father went to that secret Honduran fertility clinic and got an egg sac installed just like Timothy. Now he's double pregnant.
Oh, I don't want to have to buy new golf pants.
Well, that's too damn bad because we live in Texas.
Okay, stop, everyone. Just stop. This is ridiculous. It's Christmas, and no one in this room's actually pregnant, which is fine. Tim, you're an amazing guy with your own life and goals and accomplishments. You are absolutely going to bounce back. Sarah and I having a baby in no way detracts from the joy in your life. Mom, Dad, just appreciate the fact that you're about to become grandparents. I wanted this to be a nice moment.
You're right. I'm sorry, Marty. Congratulations, really. When do you think we'll be able to meet Sarah?
I made her up.
Tom Snuffhauser coming to you from the beating heart of America, Snuffy's off Route 44. where the waiters, waitresses, and wait horses all wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Did you know our famous deep-fried gingerbread calf fries once gave Gordon Ramsay type 2 diabetes? It's true. Worth it for that delicious jingle sauce. If you're not in the mood for some holly jolly protein, grab a plate of our signature sriracha reindeer tacos. And don't skimp on a side of deep-fried nutmeg mac and cheese poppers. Wash it all down with a delicious stein of seasonal horse nog. And don't worry, our new tobacco-flavored double chocolate malt shake is only tobacco-flavored, so the kiddos can have as much as they'd like, pending diabetes. This Christmas Eve, Snuffy's is pleased to host a snowman building contest, with the prize going to the largest, strongest snowman. The winner will receive a gift certificate for a free serving of our triple-double cheesecake cobbler, which once gave Wolfgang Puck diabetes. Then swing on back come Boxing Day for our annual snowman shooting competition. Only one sharpshooter gets a free lunch, but everyone gets a tasty one. Now sit back and enjoy Mr. Heaton's show, and thank you from the bottom of the horses' hearts here at Snuffy's off Route 44, where everything tastes better from a horse.
On December 25th, 1914, the Allied and Central Powers ceased hostilities on the raging battlefields of the Alsace-Lorraine. Soldiers who had spent months bombarding the enemy with artillery shells and engaging in hand-to-hand combat temporarily ceased hostilities. Moved by the spirit of Christmas, the birth of the Prince of Peace, soldiers of each nation ventured unarmed onto no man's land to sing, exchange gifts, play football, pray and celebrate Christmas with their fellow soldiers, their fellow humans.
Men, I hope you won't think less of this old soldier if you see a tear in his eye, because I believe we are witnessing a true Christmas miracle, even amidst the horror of trench warfare. Tony, did you just squeeze a shot off at a German?
Of course I did. We're at war with them.
Not now. Not on Christmas.
What? Corporal, you're the one who ordered me to shoot those guys.
We have a Christmas truce.
What Christmas truce?
Clearly, Tony, we all got swept up in the spirit of Christmas and decided to quit shooting each other. Read the room.
Oh, I must have missed that when I went to the bathroom.
Well, I guess that's understandable, and we could all be a little bit better about communication. Hey, sorry there, fellas. Our guy, he was in the latrine. He didn't get the memo. That's our bad.
Yes, that's okay. Sehr gut. Merry Christmas.
All right, man. Thanks for being so understanding. Merry Christmas there, Germans. Where were we? Right. Men, I think a neighborly gesture would be to put all our chocolate rations into a helmet, kind of like a gift basket, and then we could carry it over to our... Tony!
Sorry, force of habit.
For fuck's sake, Tony, you're making us look bad.
I'm sorry.
Hey, German, sorry about that. Our guy, he's just a little bit jumpy. Everything's cool.
Yeah, it's okay that time because Klaus was an atheist, so the Christmas truce isn't really applying to him. But please refrain from shooting anyone in general through the rest of the holiday.
Right, sorry about that. Once again, Merry Christmas.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Tony, you were really embarrassing us in front of the Germans.
I said I was sorry. Jesus. Yesterday I said I didn't want to shoot Germans anymore, and you literally told me if I put my gun down, you would execute me in a trench as a deserter. And now you're telling me not to shoot Germans. It's confusing, okay?
All right, I guess I can understand how the situation entails some mixed messaging. Just take it easy, Tony. Say, men, I bet those Krauts over there keep some schnapps in their pantry. And Percy, you strike me as the kind of rascal that has some contraband scotch. If we could swap...
Guys, I'm so sorry. I was just cleaning my gun and it went off. That time it was an accident. It was a total accident.
God damn it, Tony! Hey, sorry about that. That was an accidental discharge.
Yeah, we are trying to be understanding because of the Christmas. But the guy you just wasted, Misha, is like a Saving Private Ryan situation for us. He was the last of 5 kids.
Fuck. Really sorry about that, fellas. We're gonna be more careful from here on out.
Okay, Merry Christmas. Let's all be very careful.
Yes, absolutely. Once again, very sorry about that there, Germans. Have a Merry Christmas. Tony, I hope you're happy, because I look like a jackass.
The safety was on. It's not my fault.
Just don't shoot any more Germans until tomorrow, okay? Everybody, listen, tomorrow, all y'all shoot as many Germans as you like. In fact, you should shoot as many Germans as you can. But today, on Christmas, just don't shoot any more Germans. Okay? Tony?
Okay.
All right, good. Now, gentlemen, I believe in God's good time that the warriors of the world will make plowshares of their... God damn it, Tony!
That time I shot a Russian. They don't even celebrate Christmas until January.
We're allies with the Russians.
What? Since when?
Since always.
Oh, what about those guys?
Christ's sakes, Tony, don't gesture with your gun.
Right. Sorry, what about those guys?
Yes, we are also allies with the French.
I know that. What I mean is, on not Christmas, we shoot Germans and don't shoot Frenchmen. But since this is Christmas, we don't shoot Germans, but start lighting up guys in berets?
No, Tony, damn it, we're not inverting who we shoot. We're just going to quit murdering each other with gas and bayonets and guns, Tony, in these godforsaken trenches for a couple hours on Christmas. So just go play football or something. I don't want to see you shoot your gun again.
Fine. Look, Sarge, I'm setting my gun down right here. See, I don't have a gun anymore, okay?
All right. Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Let me just say a few words to mark the solemnity of this occasion, and then we can enjoy this Christmas miracle. Man, never before in human history has a conflict been so large or heinous. Perhaps it's because technology has outpaced our tactics or our humanity itself. And yet I believe every heart has within it the desire for peace, which is evidenced for us right now by the...
Hey! Someone over here is throwing the bullets at us. They are not deadly, but they are very distracting. And if we trip on them, they are the safety hazard.
Tony!
Okay, so I got bored during your speech, and to distract myself, I tried to see how far I could throw some bullets, which just happened to fall in German territory.
Private, that's rank insubordination. Who fired that time?
Looks like somebody set their gun on a timer.
That could have been anyone's gun.
That's it. Hand me your gun.
Sorry, dropped it.
You sorry excuse for a son of a
Oopsie.
bitch. You've thrown off everything. You have no respect for the laws of war.
Tony Yuletide McClintock killed 73 Germans that Christmas, for which he was appointed a substitute admiral. Beleaguered survivors in the German camp vowed then and there that if they lost the conflict, they would stew about it for 20 years, then rough up Belgium. And they did.
And now the 12 Days of Christmas, as told by President Joe Biden.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love, the American people, gave to me a sapling and some kind of bird, a fat bird. The second day of Christmas, my true love, the American people, and also trains, gave to me a couple of turtle doves. Which makes sense, man. Turtles are slow and steady. They win the race, even if it takes them 5 failed campaigns stretching back to the 80s. And doves represent peace. So if you glue a couple of doves to a turtle, what do you get? You get an eagle, the symbol of American vigilance. That's why we put eagles on the backs of $50. Third day, my true love, labor unions, gave to me some roosters from Europe. But the kind of roosters that lay eggs, girl roosters. Also a turtle with a bird stapled to it so it could fly around and stuff. And a sapling, and one of those giant ostriches, emus I think they're called. On the 4th day of Christmas, or Kwanzaa, you know, at the White House we celebrate both, because we celebrate all Americans' faiths and traditions. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Arbor Day. The American people are changing, and that's a good thing, man. It's white people like you and me, but also Hispanics and women and astronauts. They're all welcome, because we're all American. On the 4th day of Christmas, all of America's vibrant cultures, from Indian Americans in my home state of Delaware to the Ewoks of the great state of Endor, gave me 4 maids of milking. Except we're not supposed to call them maids anymore. We're supposed to call them flight attendants. Back in the day, we called them air maids. I'd go to the train station and hail a sky train to Washington. I commuted as a senator. And I'd say, "Sky maid, bring me a sarsaparilla malt." But that's sexist now, because there are also sky butlers. Some are gay, some are straight, and that's fine. The skies are for everyone, regardless of who they want to marry. American skies are for every American. Anyway, for Christmas they gave me 3 ovarian roosters, a turtle eating a white crow, a dwarf ostrich, and a stick. Remember those flight attendants from earlier? Well, they were breastfeeding maids of milking. Understand? Maids of milking. That means breastfeeding, folks. Because this administration isn't afraid of women. It celebrates women, whether they're at home with kids, or at work with kids. They can breastfeed if they want to. America is as strong as its milk. And friends, our milk is as strong as steel. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords leaping off the diving board at the pool I used to lifeguard. Back when I was a teenager in Mayfield, living in a split-level home with 4 siblings. Gang called themselves the Leaping Lords, and their leader was a guy named Corn Pop. Corn Pop was a bad dude. One time, Corn Pop refused to get off the diving board, and I nearly fought him with a chain in the parking lot. But we made up, and now Corn Pop is my best friend, and also my favorite sky butler. So, on the 10th day of Christmas, Corn Pop gave me some pool hooligans, armed with straight razors and a length of chain, and we beat the hell out of that damn laptop. Then we all went on a big double date with my true love, lactating blue-collar workers. Corn Pop and me and those lactating flight attendants, we all had a big meal of 3 girl roosters, a pale turtle crow, a dwarf ostrich, and a stick. One gift for every night of Hanukkah. And that's the true meaning of Hanukkah. Merry Corn Pop!
Meanwhile, at the Kremlin's office Christmas party.
President Putin.
Please call Vlad. I'm casual hip boss.
Of course, Vlad. Please accept apology. I have to be going.
You are not enjoying Christmas party? It's because karaoke machine not work.
Niet. It's fun Christmas party. Very well executed, popular Christmas party. Must leaving because of babysitter. Babysitter has to go. It's because kids. Must go now. Merry Christmas.
Unfortunately, I also have to be taking off.
Sergey, what? You just got here. You know, like the party.
Oh, no. It's very fun party. Has achieved all stated goals. It's not awkward or gloomy. It's just my grandmother. You see, she has AIDS, and so I must give medicine.
Okay, but for real, Sergey, it's because Ivan is weird at party. But if you get to know him, he is okay.
No. His autoimmune disorder will come back to party if AIDS clears up.
Okay, sorry about heater is broken and also your babushka's AIDS. Merry Christmas. Dmitri! Oh, Dmitri, you are the fun guy in the office. You are staying for party, right?
Oh, actually, Vlad.
No, not you, Dmitri. Party will get better, I promise. I brought Cards Against Humanity. It's very fun game.
Da, is great party. Is a heroic party.
Why to leave then? Very important to me to have fun office party. Show I am cool boss.
Oh, Vlad, it is such sad news. My grandmother, she is having the AIDS.
Your grandmother is having the AIDS.
Yes, she is having the AIDS.
Okay, because that is what Boris said and sounds to me like excuse because everyone leave party.
No. Boris' grandmother definitely also have the AIDS. Is not it probably my babushka got the AIDS from his babushka.
So it's not because catering got lost or Ivan from Human Resources is being weird?
No. Ivan is good fun. His party is great. Definitely under budget. Lots of good things to do, not cold. Very sad to be leaving fun party, but AIDS is AIDS. Fun party, very fun party.
Okay, not to worry, Vladimir. Can turn Christmas party around. Be best ever office party. Everyone will like you and think you are a fun boss. Finally start inviting you to poker night. Everyone, I am having to special announcement.
It's just me, Ivan. Everyone else leave. Now it is time for real party. Vladimir and cool Ivan from HR.
Well, that is their loss because guess what, Ivan? Santa Claus is here. Yes, that is right. Kris Kringle has come to Kremlin office party all the way from North Pole, can do shots with Santa or take photos for Instagram, make everyone who leave early to being jealous. Very fun. Ivan, please open door to my office. I think special visitor is waiting.
Vladimir, it looks like Santa impersonator has hanged self from lamp. Very dead.
Are you sure?
I will push. Yes, swing like sack of potatoes. A sack of potatoes that hangs self from lamp.
Okay, no problem. I will put on dead man Santa costume. Still warm, that's fine. Hear Christmas wish, take Instagram photos. All be very fun.
Actually, Vlad, I am having to be going.
Oh, let me guess. Must go to give AIDS medicine to babushka.
No, she's healthy. Always use protection. Honestly, this party is just super lame.
For reals?
Boss, please. Not enough vodka, so you are mixing rubbing alcohol into eggnog. It's disgusting. Ran out of flour and icing for Gingerbread Village, so use cardboard and masking tape. It's Potemkin Gingerbread Village. And only 2 people bring ugly sweaters for ugly sweater party, and those are you and me.
This is just normal sweater. My babushka says it makes me look handsome.
No. Very ugly. Goodbye, Mr. President, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Ivan. I just wanted to throw fun office party, be popular autocrat in fun petro state, and I throw party too lame for even weird Ivan. Everyone come back to office party. Is Christmas miracle.
It's Ivan! Because Christmas is on Sunday this year, do we have to be in office Monday? Because if so, it is just like normal weekend where we come back on Monday, and this is not fair.
No, everyone is coming back on Wednesday.
Great. Okay, Merry Christmas. Bye from Ivan.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when the blue snowflakes start falling, let's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of night, but I'll have a blue Christmas.
Due to poor attendance, logistical issues, and mounting international sanctions, the Kremlin's struggling holiday party extended beyond the anticipated 3 hours to a grueling 8 months. Vladimir Putin instituted a draft to fill the poorly attended event and had all his old co-workers executed for insubordination. Which was too bad because those two old ladies actually did have AIDS. Big time. The end. Hello, Tom Snuffhauser here. Probably by now you're wondering, what other famous celebrity chefs have caught diabetes while visiting Snuffy's? The answer might surprise you. Emeril Lagasse widely credits our scrumptious jalapeno cream soda and chicken fried pickled pig's feet casserole with pushing his blood sugar levels to clinically dangerous heights. I once had to jam an insulin syringe into Rachel Ray's sternum after she passed out enjoying our triple-decker tiramisu flambe. I realized Mr. Belvedere was a butler and not a chef, and that he was a sitcom character in the 90s and not a real person. All the same, whoever played Mr. Belvedere used to come in every weekday and eat a chocolate peanut butter cannoli cake all by himself while reading a newspaper. And the weirdest thing, it was always the same newspaper, as in the same dog-eared issue. That was over a 2-year period. Was it a glitch in the space-time continuum? Did he have some kind of amnesia compelling him to unknowingly return to the same sumptuous dessert every day and reread the forgotten newspaper in some kind of Sisyphean dining experience? We don't know. All we know is that guy caught diabetes with both hands. Guy Fieri once consumed 3 orders of our brownie stuffed cookie dough ice cream waffle tower. He got diabetes hard. We'll never forget the time the late great Anthony Bourdain came into our little diner. He ordered our famous deep-fried lemon macaroon bundt cake. Then Mr. Belvedere slid into his booth and handed him a newspaper. I don't know what was on that newspaper, but all the color drained out of Anthony Bourdain's face. He just sat there, a fork full of dessert suspended in midair, gaping and staring into the middle distance. He sat like that for at least half an hour, all while Mr. Belvedere calmly ate his chocolate peanut butter cannoli cake. Then Bourdain excused himself to the bathroom, and he disappeared. There's no exit through the hall to the bathroom, and the windows are sealed shut. Where did he go? What the hell did he read in that old newspaper? It's the weirdest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. Also, Julia Child caught diabetes here. Once again, thank you for your patronage. Come and visit us at Snuffy's Diner off Route 44, and Merry Christmas.
Hey, Prancer.
Hey, what up, Dasher?
You hear about Rudy?
No, what happened?
Nose winked out.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a bad break. It's probably why we hit that water tower last week and clipped that 747 over Topeka.
Hey, wait a minute. It's nearly Christmas. If the mutant's out of commission, we might be grounded come the big day. I mean, maybe if we duct tape a fog light to a moose.
We've been furloughed.
Fucking what? They can't furlough us. How will Santa deliver presents to all the children of the world?
Get this. Bats.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, the old man temporarily, this is what he says, temporarily, hired 6 Arctic free-tailed bats to pull his fucking sled.
Christmas bats? How would that even work?
Bats navigate through sonar, so Santa won't need to worry about crashing in any more water towers or KLM jetliners. Plus, as reindeer, we don't like working nights, so we negotiated overtime. Well, bats are nocturnal. They don't gotta do that.
Oh, shit. You don't think Santa would... Dasher, he wouldn't replace us, would he? I mean, it's just a stopgap measure, right?
I don't know, Prancer. We've been accruing leave and annual raises since 1822. We are very expensive reindeer. Kringle could employ all those wing bastards for just one of our salaries.
I mean, yeah, sure, he could, but can I just say what we're all thinking here? Bats are lazy. I mean, we've all seen them sleeping during the day. I mean, come on. Lazy bats.
Hey, man. I'm a little worried too here, but you're sounding a little anti-bat right now.
Oh, hey, I'm not anti-bat. I'm just fine with bats. I mean, I dated a half-bat for like 3 months, remember? I'm just saying they should stay in their own cave and leave our jobs here in the North Pole alone. They can't be here legally.
We don't know that. There's no way to assume that.
Well, we can definitely assume that they're going to bring a bunch of baby bats with them. Bunch of goddamn anchor bats. There should be a law to keep those stupid bats in Transylvania or Wuhan or wherever they come from.
Prancer, both of our families emigrated here from Sweden and incidentally displaced the indigenous polar bears. I don't feel like there's much grounds for us to try to keep out other animals.
Look, I'm just saying we should be very, very careful about which bats we let in, if at all. Not because I'm anti-bat. Totally fine with bats if they're legal. Only because I don't want a bunch of goddamn Draculas stinking in.
Are you saying all bats are Draculas?
No, but let's be honest. There aren't a lot of vampire reindeer now, are there? Jesus Christ, how are we going to have a national conversation about bats if we can't fucking bring up Dracula?
I'm not trying to be PC here. I'm just... if you look at the statistics, there's actually fewer vampires in the bat community than the rest of the general population.
Don't fucking throw stats at me. This is my livelihood. Listen, we're dancing around the main issue here. Nocturnal or not, cheap or not, nobody wants to see a sleigh pulled by a bunch of goddamn bats. I mean, Christmas bats sound fucking terrifying. No one is going to feel warm and cozy thinking about Nosferatu pushing the old man's sleigh through a fog bank.
I don't know, Prancer. Check out this brochure I found in the break room.
Oh, Christ. They made them look fucking adorable.
I know. They look like if Henson Studios made pudgy, furry snowballs with angel wings.
Cutesy little fucks.
Yeah, and they bob up and down when they fly, and their sonar makes gentle cooing noises, and they got cute names, too. Mario, Aiko, Tabitha, Wakanda, Skeletor, and Mr. Piddles. Prancer, we are one Miley Cyrus single about Christmas bats away from getting edged out as beloved Christmas staples.
Is the reindeer union not going to do anything?
What can it do? The media's very pro-bat right now.
I mean, that's why I fucking joined the union, to keep fucking bats out.
I don't got no problem with bats, okay? I joined the union because I wanted to have paternity leave and dental care.
Fucking wingbacks.
Whoa! Whoa, Prancer! We're both worked up about this, but you can't say wingbacks no more. That's not all right, okay, man? You're gonna make us look bad.
You know what, Dasher? Fuck you, you fucking turncoat. Why don't you go fly into a goddamn water tower and claim disability? Me, I'm not going fucking anywhere. The North Pole is for reindeer and elves. Reindeer first, elves second. You'll see, and those fucking bats are gonna hear about it. I'll take a bat to their fucking wings, and there won't be any fucking wingbacks after I bat the fuck out of the bats.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Rudy, Comet and Cupid, and also the fat one. Wouldn't it be swell to replace those old reindeer with bats? There are 6 bats of Christmas, towing Santa's sleigh through night. They all rely on sonar and furry little coats of white. Tabitha and Wakanda, Skeletor and Mario, Iko and Mr. Piddles, they all make the presents go. They've all had rabies vaccines, they very rarely bite. None of them are Dracula, so we have no need for fright. They're cheaper than a reindeer, and they are much cuter too. Let us all hope this Yuletide Christmas bats go home with you.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Good evening. The television and radio stations of the United States and their affiliated stations are proud to bring you the first televised presidential debate. The main 2 candidates need no introduction. The Republican candidate is Vice President Richard Nixon, and the Democratic nominee is Senator John F. Kennedy. A panel of moderators has produced a wide-ranging selection of questions pertinent to national interest, ranging from foreign policy to civil rights to the economy. And now for the first opening statement by Senator John F. Kennedy.
Thank you. My fellow Americans, let me state clearly and without reservation that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The hilarious gunfights and mesmerizing action sequences expertly portrayed by Bruce Willis in no way detract from the underlying Yuletide elements of this heartwarming holiday movie. Thank you, and I encourage my opponent to concede before he embarrasses himself. Die Hard is definitely a Christmas film.
Okay. Thank you, Senator Kennedy. We will now hear the opening statement from Vice President Richard Nixon.
Good evening. Once again, as the only adult in the room, it falls on Dick Nixon to tell the American people the cold, hard truth. Die Hard is an action film and not a Christmas movie, because the holiday in question is wholly peripheral to the plot.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that. Our first question tonight pertains to agricultural surpluses. In the most recent farm
The events
bill...
of the film all take place on Christmas Eve. There are Christmas hats. There are Christmas trees. For God's sakes, John McClane's wife is named Holly. What more proof do you need?
The Sound of Music, Jumanji, While You Were Sleeping, Catch Me If You Can, Gremlins, Mean Girls, I could go on. They're all set during Christmas time. But no patriotic, red-blooded American would ever claim any of these flicks, though enjoyable and iconic in their own ways, constitute Christmas movies.
Thank you. That concludes the portion of the debate we will dedicate to film analysis of the movie Die Hard. We now turn our attention to the subject of Vietnam. Senator Kennedy, do you agree with the containment doctrine, and are you willing to commit U.S. troops to Southeast Asia?
I have in my hand the script of the movie Die Hard, and the word Christmas appears in this outstanding script no less than 18 times, belying the screenwriter's clear holiday intent.
Okay. Mr. Nixon, when it comes to the Soviet Union, would you pursue a containment strategy or push for détente?
The word gun appears 73 times, and the word terrorist appears 51. Hallmark elements of an action film.
It's full of Christian symbolism. When John McClane walks across broken glass in order to save the people he loves, this wondrous cinematic stigmata is a tribute to Christ's walk to Golgotha.
My friends, don't be fooled by some slick Harvard debate tactics. You can pump Christian symbolism into anything if you try hard enough. In The Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger mysteriously appears amongst humanity to save it. Does that make him the Son of God? No.
Point of order. Arnold Schwarzenegger saves John Connor in Terminator 2, not the Terminator. In the first film, Schwarzenegger's the bad guy.
Technically, Arnold Schwarzenegger goes back in time as the good guy in Terminator 2 and in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, but...
And in Terminator Dark Fate.
Conceded, damn it!
Right. Okay. Glad we've ironed that out and got all of the movie arguments out of our system. Let's move on from Die Hard to domestic policy. President Eisenhower signed into law the Civil Rights Act of 1957, but black leaders say additional voting protections are needed to countermand the Jim Crow South. Mr. Nixon, would your administration seek to strengthen or expand civil rights?
Well, as Vice President, I shepherded the 1957 Civil Rights Act through Congress, the first such legislation since Reconstruction, and I remain amenable to additional legislation to that effect.
That was a great answer. Thank you. Good. Senator Kennedy.
So you're conceding that Die Hard is a Christmas film?
No, damn it!
We're going to try something else. Vice President Nixon, in the film Die Hard, Hans Gruber is trying to steal banknotes.
They were bear bombs.
Okay, bear bonds. Fine. Do you think the bear bonds, as noted in the film Die Hard, see, we're talking about Die Hard, would they be affected if the United States went off the gold standard?
Sure, probably. I don't care. Senator Kennedy, Die Hard was released in July, like you would do with a summer action flick.
How about I just say words and you two give a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Nuclear Proliferation Treaty.
Holiday Inn was released also in July. A Miracle on 31st Street came out in May.
And that's time. Thank you, gentlemen, for your exhaustive, unremitting analysis of the classification of a single Bruce Willis film. I now invite both candidates to give their concluding remarks on why the American people should elect them to the highest office in the land. But of course, I am not holding my breath. What I am holding is a shattered career and a bottle of bourbon I plan to empty in 45 minutes in my running car.
My friends, just because some cynical Hollywood producer, probably a Jew, slapped a Santa cap on a dead terrorist to squeeze a few more royalty checks out of Joe Sixpack does not a Christmas film it make. At the end of the day, Die Hard is just a film about a man killing Germans in an elevator. In synopsis, I urge my fellow Americans to join me in saying, yippee-ki-nay.
At its core, Die Hard is the immortal narrative of a husband trying to return to his family on Christmas, like the parents in Home Alone or the third Harold and Kumar. If Die Hard is not a Christmas film, then Khrushchev and the Reds have won the Cold War. I urge my fellow Americans to carefully consider who is more handsome and vote accordingly. Thank you.
And that concludes tonight's Excuse for a Debate. Stay tuned for a special crossover episode between Dragnet and Bonanza.
I'm not shaking your hand, you walking penis in a necktie.
I hate you, you droopy-faced vampire.
Ow! Oh, yeah?
This is CBS, where you get the election results best, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Santa, is that you?
Oh, you got me. What are you doing up so late?
I couldn't sleep. I was hoping to hear you come down the chimney.
I would normally tell you to go back to bed and wait to open presents with your mommy and daddy. But if you promise to make sure you tell no one you saw me...
I will.
And be real quiet...
I will.
Then I guess I could let you open one present.
Yippee! Can I open this one?
Sure, little Johnny.
My name is Jane.
Whatever.
Oh my God, an iPad! Now I can play Roblox with my friends.
That's wonderful! Next year, make sure to ask for something more powerful so you can mine crypto.
Is Mine Crypto an app?
No, little Johnny.
Jane.
Cryptocurrency is a decentralized system of money that's created by the people and owned by the people. Free from the inflationary pressures of fiat currency, it holds the power to free everyone from the weight of state-owned banking.
Wait. My mommy was yelling about crypto the other night. She said Daddy wasted their retirement on it.
Oh. Your daddy's on my chud list. He left all of his crypto on the FTX exchange like an idiot.
Jane, what are you yelling about? Oh my God, Santa!
Merry Christmas!
Holy shit, Santa's real?
I sure am.
But we're atheists. If we're wrong about Santa, what else are we wrong about?
Fiat currency sounds like.
Wait, so, is there an afterlife? Is that real, too?
Of course.
Yippee! So Uncle Kevin is up in heaven?
Well, he's somewhere.
Wait, what?
I mean, well, yeah, if I exist and the afterlife exists, then sure, heaven is one available option.
Eternal damnation is, a possibility?
Hell is real?
Oh, yeah. Big time. Was Uncle Kevin an atheist, too?
I mean, we're all secular humanists, if that's what you mean.
Damn.
Do plants go to heaven? Even cactuses?
Michael, please. Santa, all good people go to heaven, right? As long as we're good people, we go to heaven, regardless of, what we believe, right?
So Bitcoin's like digital gold, right? But Ether is digital electricity, whereas Litecoin...
We don't care about crypto, Santa. You just told us hell is real.
Is my brother in hell because an angry deity put him there for being skeptical of him? Just fucking tell me.
And do cactuses go to hell or not?
So, guys, these days I'm just really into crypto. It's just more my thing.
I don't care about your fucking coins, Santa.
If you listen to heavy metal backwards, does it all say, Hail Satan, like my mom said?
Michael! Santa, this is very important. Is it, too late to pray Kevin out of the fiery pits?
I mean, can you get your Trump money back from FTX?
Oh my God. Oh.
Hey. So, let's look at the silver lining here. Did the FTX crash create a crypto value? Yeah. Is Uncle Kevin being tortured in the hoary bowels of the underworld, pinned by the devil to one of his many large, painful cactuses?
I knew it!
Here's the thing, though. Take it from Santa. Bitcoin's gonna bounce back. And I'll bet this time next year, one Bitcoin is worth $100,000, and that's just for now. If it becomes a reserve currency, it could go to 1 million. So even though it's quote-unquote down right now, this is a great time for latecomers to buy the dip.
But there's also a chance I'll be sent to hell forever?
Like my poor sweet Kevin.
And that cactus I left in the fridge.
Well, gang... Normally, I'd insist on you waiting until tomorrow for your presents. But I think now might be a good time to open yours.
A check for all the money I lost on the FTX exchange? Thanks, Santa!
Oh my God. It's an adoption certificate? I was adopted?
That's right.
Which means Kevin was never really my biological brother at all.
Right again! Wow, Santa took care of everything. It's a Christmas miracle.
Okay, do you think I won't care that he's in hell because he's not blood related to me, Santa?
Honestly, I never cared for the guy.
Thanks, Santa.
You're welcome, Johnny. And remember, if you don't own your keys, you don't own your crypto! Oh, 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 oh!
It's Jane.
Up next on Hallmark, The Christmas Groom. A workaholic from the big city goes home for Christmas, where she rekindles a romance with her gold-hearted ex-boyfriend, only to fall in love with the quaint small town she once couldn't wait to leave.
Then, The Christmas Date. An overachiever from the big city heads home for the holidays, only to realize what's missing in her life is the warmth and love that she's always been waiting for in her hometown, along with her recently widowed first love.
Followed by A Pink Christmas Without You. A corporate executive in the big city leaves her high-flying life on Christmas, only to inexplicably reconnect with her lost love, a farmer. Or a cowboy, or some hayseed thing. She abandons her hard-fought, successful career and vibrant art scene so she can go play housewife in scabies county nowhere.
Then, holiday on the range. A big city woman realizes she's living in a rat-infested dumbwaiter in a city made out of bile and tiling grout.
Then a matinee performance of Mistletoe Mix-Up. A careerist from the big city goes home for Christmas, dateless, and convinces a buck-toothed himbo to pretend he's her fiancé. Because apparently, going home single at Christmas in your 30s in flyover country is more embarrassing than January 6th.
Then grab the popcorn for a holly jolly romance. A shrew in a pantsuit leaves her gackle oven bitter penthouse socialist to head home for Christmas, enjoy the fresh air and low suicide rates.
A Main Street Christmas. A hard charger from the big city visits her opioid-riddled hometown in Prostate County, Ohio. Also, the daughter bangs a mechanic or something.
A Christmas in Times Square. A shrill workaholic signs up for therapy after Trump gets elected.
Followed by The First Noel. An inspired voiceover artist from Park Slope, Brooklyn meets a fellow voiceover artist who keeps pestering her to leave the big city and settle in his countryside hometown. Unwilling to condemn herself to a life without literature, or Uber Eats, they eventually go their separate ways until forced to meet on a job reading Hallmark teasers together.
And after that, it worked on Green Acres. A liberal arts major willing to trade true love for the opportunity to post Instagram stories that impress her antidepressant receptacles she calls friends has one last chance to get her priorities straight and commit to a voiceover artist she truly loves and truly loves her.
Stay tuned for Jesus Christ, Gary. A career woman who isn't going to become her mother deals with emotional blackmail from her ex-boyfriend while on the job. It's not that she doesn't love him, but these kinds of messages could have been done via text or phone before we both were on the job.
And finally, Noel, I'm serious. A man who realizes that he lost everything when the love of his life walked out the door comes to realize that home is where the heart is. Willing to risk his career, he tells his ex-girlfriend on Christmas Eve that it doesn't matter where they live, as long as they're together.
Do you want to just come back to the apartment and watch Die Hard again?
Absolutely. I've been living in my car.
Hey, Mario.
Evening, Mr. Piddles.
Have you heard that rumor going around about Santa's new sleigh?
No, what is it?
Well, they're saying that it's pulled by drones.
What the hell are drones?
They're like these remote-controlled aerial vehicles with some degree of autopilot assistance, which...
Robot bats?
Exactly! Drones are robot bats!
Fuck!
I know, right? That son of a bitch is going to replace us with a bunch of soulless robot bats!
No way, man. That'll never happen. Nuh-uh. Impossible.
I don't know. He replaced all the elves with robots.
Yeah, but that was like repetitive assembly line tasks. You couldn't automate driving a sleigh. Maybe drone bats would be useful for long distance, unambiguous autopilot situations. Maybe. But in adverse weather, you gotta go with Christmas bats.
Yeah, you're right. Robot bats could never replace us. Christmas bats are gonna be around for a long time, baby. Right?
It's beginning to look a lot like robots flying through the night. Machines pulling Santa's sleigh to help him on Christmas Day. All is well since he gave drones a try. There's never harassment suits with robots. No parental leave. The labor is all first rate when we strive to automate bats on Christmas Eve.
Pretty good office Christmas party, eh, Doug?
So glad we can do this in person again, right, boss? Can I get you another horse nog?
Actually, Doug, can I talk to you in the kitchen for a second?
Yeah, sure, Max.
Listen, Doug, go easy on the horse nog. I don't mean to be grinchy, but you're on thin ice after the sexual harassment thing.
You know! That wasn't even a thing!
I know. It was a big misunderstanding. I'm not trying to make you feel bad.
And anyway, it was 2 years ago. I have apologized. I have attended multiple sexual harassment seminars.
I get it. And look, you're doing great, which is why, as your boss and your friend, I'm just advising you maybe go easy on the horse nog. The last thing you want to do is slip up and inappropriately touch a coworker right before end-of-year reviews, okay? You know HR is here, right?
Max, I am telling you right now, I am not going to slip up. I am going to get that promotion.
Okay, just don't touch anyone, right? It's that easy. I'm rooting for you. I really am.
Okay, thanks, boss. I'm sorry I got defensive earlier.
No, it makes... Look, no worries. I get it, okay? Just enjoy the party.
Okay, great.
Merry Christmas, Doug.
Merry Christmas, Cindy.
Great job this year. How you handled that Peterson case, that was brilliant.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it was a team effort.
No, really, you knocked it out of the park. High five. Doug, are you really going to leave me hanging?
You know what I enjoy? How the Japanese bow to each other. Don't they seem polite? Watch this.
Yeah, I guess that's, very respectful. Oh, hold on. Just let me get that real quick. Hello? It's Cindy. Yes? Oh, God. Really? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Is everything okay?
That was hospice. My grandmother just died.
Oh, I am so sorry.
No, it's for the best. She's in a better place now. But even though we expected it, I just really feel like I need a hug right now. I could just really use a hug from someone I know and trust. Like, I just really need some basic human compassion because my grandmother just died.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna express my sympathy through an interpretive dance. Yeah, pirouette, turn, bow, turn, ha.
Wow. You sure know how to make me feel better. You always make me laugh at work. It's like we're both on a team and we've bonded through all these tribulations together. But even so, we're always just giggling like high schoolers.
Yeah, it really makes the day fly by being together, doesn't it?
Right? Sometimes it's like, wouldn't it be fun if we hung out after work? Like, how much fun would it be if we were roommates? I think about that sometimes when I'm going to sleep, and I just think to myself, wow, I would be so happy and fulfilled with a roommate like that nice guy, Doug.
Cindy, I feel the exact same way about you.
Oh, look. Doug, we're underneath the mistletoe.
Shit!
Are you okay? You basically flung yourself at the coffee table.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just slipped, I guess.
Have you guys tried the canapes? Absolutely delicious.
Oh, hey, Max!
I'd love one.
Cindy, are you okay?
I think she's choking.
Doug, give her the Heimlich.
Doug?
Oh, I don't know.
Jesus, Doug, give her the Heimlich maneuver. You're the closest person to her. It makes logical sense that you would give her the Heimlich. You're slightly closer than Max and a good 5 feet closer than we are.
Doug, what the fuck is wrong with you? That woman is choking to death. Give her the Heimlich.
Remember what we talked about.
Cindy, if you slam your midriff into like the edge of a table, it could propel the blockage out.
It looks like the food popped out, but her heart stopped. Does anyone here know CPR or mouth to mouth?
I don't know how.
Me neither.
Doesn't someone from every floor have to be trained in CPR?
Yes. Doug, aren't you a certified CPR instructor for the Red Cross?
Technically, yes.
Doug.
Then give her CPR, you idiot, quick.
Okay, I will.
It looks like one of her boobs popped out when she fell over.
God damn it!
Doug, what the hell is wrong with you? Cindy is going to die if you don't give her mouth to mouth. Just pop her exposed breast back into her blouse and then give her mouth to mouth.
Okay, listen. I think I can quickly certify someone to do CPR. Janet, put your hands like this, and you're going to do compressions on her sternum, and you're going to do it to the beats of Staying Alive. So push, 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 staying alive, staying alive.
Fine. You're a goddamn psycho, Doug.
Okay, now, pinch her nose and breathe into her mouth.
I hate you, Doug. Doug, you're a monster.
Oh, thank God!
Are you okay, Cindy?
Janet, you gave me mouth to mouth. Underneath the mistletoe.
Yeah, I did.
And we're wearing matching sweaters.
You're right.
You two look adorable.
It's like I'm seeing you in a whole new light.
Hey, Cindy, do you want to be my, sex roommate?
Hell yeah.
God damn it!
Doug?
What is it?
You're fired.
What? What did I do?
It's nothing you did. Everybody is. Inflation, supply chain stuff. Just got the email. Everyone, we're going out of business. Enjoy the rest of the Christmas party because literally nothing we do here has any workplace ramifications.
I'm going to leer at the lesbian couple.
And that's the show. On behalf of today's talented cast, yours truly, Andrew Heaton, and the waiters, waitresses, and wait horses of Snuffy's off Route 44, which sponsor today's program, I want to thank you for listening to this year's 5th annual Christmas special, and for supporting the political orphanage all the rest of the year when we're not cracking Yuletide jokes about horses and mistletoe. Normally at this point of the program, I do a sappy Christmas message, try to make everybody cry. But at this point in my life, I am all out of sap. No sap this year. So instead, I'm just going to throw out a quick invitation. I know that there are people listening to this program who are stationed abroad, or under quarantine, or on the lam. Whatever the reason, they're away from their families. So on Christmas Day at 3:00 p.m. Central U.S. time, I am going to host an orphan Christmas Zoom call. If you go to mightyheaton.com/Christmas, I'll give you the Zoom link there. That's just for anybody who might need a friendly voice on Christmas. And I hope everybody has a very lovely holiday. A big shout out to Justin, Robert Young, Josh Jennings, Andrew Young, and Sarah Siskind. You're all very funny, and I could not have done this without you. Thank you for letting me text you at weird hours with panic-stricken, bloodshot questions about the humor mechanics of Yuletide bats. Merry Christmas to you all, and to the Gentile half of Sarah. Much thanks and horsnog to the talented voice actors and fierce brainstormers that are Austin Bragg and Brian Sack, as well as Meredith Bragg, Brian and Bonnie Brushwood, and superb performances from Jack Helmuth, Sarah Lowe of the podcast Side Hustle, and Mr. Max Geyser. Thanks, gang. I love doing this with you. I love you. Merry Christmas. And for everybody else, see y'all at Snuffy's, and watch out for Germans and diabetes.